Pinky's up. Shit, dude, I already almost fucking. Well, I don't think it would have shut the show down, but it tried closing the window for the StreamYard on here. That would have not been good off the bat.
Nice.
How the hell is everyone doing today?
Woo-hoo. Happy Sunday.
Oh, we haven't had like a fucking ridiculous technical difficulty like that one. It's wild. Like a fucking 2 or 3 stream fucking hour. Remember,
we've done it before. We've done it
right,
before.
I was just gonna say
it will happen again at some point in time. So
oh man, we're getting better at this.
Yeah. So what are we looking at? Like 3 weeks till booth camp, somewhere in and around there.
No,
looking up. Hell yeah.
Got the time booked with the HR lady yesterday. So
nice.
I'm
Nice.
going.
Yeah, I heard there's some exciting shit going on. Maybe some fucking large caravan heading to the fucking cruise. So that's going to be a good time.
Yeah, it's entirely possible. Yima fucking reached out to me yesterday and was asking what travel plans are. First of all, to make sure I'm even fucking coming. Like, are you actually coming? I'm like, hell yes, sir. Plane tickets are bought. The only way we're not coming is if denied entry at the border, and the fact that we'll be in a clean ass rental car should make that no problems whatsoever to get there. And then kind of was asking, well, what do you want to do when you get here? Like, is there any plans? And I'm like, dude, I would fucking love to hit the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and a couple other stops while we're in Ohio. And he's like, man, I don't live far from the Rock Hall. I was like, well, sweet. You want to fucking meet up somewhere around Cleveland and fucking caravan down? And it sounds like, yeah, that's a thing. So there should be freaking.
You motherfuckers need to rent a Pinto just so you can get a bunch of boofers in a fucking Pinto in Cleveland and do the whole fucking Wayne's World thing.
Dude.
Liquor dispenser.
Totally. What we'll do is we'll just see if we can get Yima's wife to fucking drop him off up in fucking Cleveland. He'll just hop in with us.
I mean, knowing maybe just the situation, most wives that probably deal with people like us, that's probably not a bad option. They're probably like, oh, wait, I can just drop your ass off and they'll, yeah, good.
Yeah.
Fucking roll, motherfucker. Boot.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I'll slow down to 30, bitch, but that's all you get.
I've seen you run. You got long legs. You got
it. Yeah, man, 3 weeks. Actually, the wife was just talking this morning about it. Kind of, we need to figure out. I've been checked out of some of the planning and shit a little bit. So, my wife's a planner. She likes to know all the things that we are to expect. So, I need to get back on it so that I can give her the proper information. But we were just looking at travel plans also. So,
here is what my thing. I'm gonna be putting this out there right now, good and early. Like, we're showing up feeling kind of like empty-handed because we're crossing borders and shit like that and stuff like that. I ain't gonna be in charge of fucking nothing, but if anybody needs help with absolutely anything, you fucking point and say, hey, Brad, go fucking do. I'll any help with anything anybody needs, just fucking say it. That's
I'll give you the heads up though. Like, these guys all like to show off their weed. So just like,
it's okay.
You don't got to worry about that. You will have joints shoved in your mouth and nostrils probably.
This is an event of testing your smoking abilities.
It's not even a worry or a consideration. I'm more worried about cooking meals and shit like that. I ain't cooking shit. I've heard like we're gonna do a few things. Like I said, you need help. Hey, Brad, go get that. Fucking bring it back over here so we can deal with it. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's a very interesting dynamic. So you won't be worried. You can have a lot of fun.
Dishes done.
Yeah, that's more our role, I think, Brad.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're the cleanup crew.
Down with that. So what's everybody fucking?
I'll tell you, like, when I went last year, it was kind of like, it was more of an escape for me, sort of like, shit, shouldn't really, but I'm gonna. And man, they all took care of me when I got there. So Great times.
Yes, we plan on pushing that limit, Magpie.
And another click.
And another. Is the clicker? Does somebody? Do we have the clicker definitely confirmed?
I think was it Lobster who owned the clicker?
I think it is Lobster who owns the clicker.
If not, I'll grab one on the way down.
Hey, you know what? There's got to be a good fucking app on our phone we could all use. There's got to be one that like connects together, so we can be like, bam, got it.
I like the analog though, the hard.
I know. Oh, it's so nice, isn't it? To watch them little fucking rolling numbers. It's got a sound to it too, man.
Something about it. Lobster lives in his car. Okay, sweet.
Beautiful Lobster. Beautiful. Hey man, I don't know how much work you put that clicker through, but we at least try to make that clicker worth its money at least once a year.
Yeah.
Oh shit. But speaking of all that, we boys smoking this morning. What is fucking chat on this morning? What are you guys smoking? Vaping, fucking.
I'm starting to chipmunk pick at the fucking harvest in here. You know, get in there, grab a couple little nuggies that are dangling. Because last year's outdoor, this is it.
Wow. Fucking came to the last bag of the fucking outdoor, huh?
Yeah, I got like some of this stuff here. I don't know what to do with it though. Like it's just trays of. This is a Hawaiian Black Widow, but it's just been sitting like that since November. So it's kind of
looks like edible material if you ask me.
Yeah, right. So I don't consider that really harvest. That's more that's byproduct. But I got 1 ounce. It was funny. I'm like, you know what? I'm keeping that one. That's a little memento. I'm gonna get into that on one day. Bring it on a camping trip or something. Celebrate. Last year's harvest was #1 in my books, man. 170 dry packaged, trimmed, cured ounces, plus fucking multitudes of lasagna pans. That was a good one. Lasted me a while.
That was a fucking rocker, man.
That was the Bam, man. There were 3 big trees of Bam. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I know. Next time I have to fucking make something that's a little more your fucking profile.
I liked it. Don't get me wrong. It was just heavy hitter, man. It would shut me down. That was nighttime weed for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm doing. That's what I like.
Woo. It's funny though, like, cause everyone liked it. It wasn't. It was definitely a favorite around here. The last text I got from somebody here, I want to read this here. Oh, never mind. It'll be on my own phone. This new phone doesn't have it, but it was
rough sniff.
Something about the Bam. Something you got me hooked. That was.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, I got a fucking. It's like always within reach in some form lately. So this one's my #2 pheno. This has got that lemony pop. Oh yeah, beans. We got to do that. So I very much enjoy this one. I wish this one was more of a fucking showgirl. This one wasn't as showy, but I do like the terps on. But mine's. It's all getting to that point where you're getting a touch of that fucking little bit old smell. You know, it's like it's been around for a hot minute. And the ones that didn't get sealed because they totally forgot to seal didn't quite store as well. So, but as soon as you grind that shit up, man, it's just like beans. All right, beans. Let me do that. That'd be fun. But I smoking on some RS16, but really enjoy those terms. Really, really enjoy those terms. All right. Oh, let's see. All right. So giveaway. Here's what we got going on here. Sunflower seeds. Yeah. Fucking thing off. Whoa. All right, bam. Boom. Sunflower seeds. you're gonna get some of these. These are the Van Gogh seeds, courtesy of Mr. Noob Grows. You are gonna get from the Ethos packs. You are gonna get called rank. Let's see. How did we do this one, Mr. Noob? Sir, looks like McNuggets R1 is what we got.
Okay.
Or something like that. So McNuggets sounded kind of fucking interesting and fun. And just a little bit fucking different. I am also throwing in from some of the community's gear here. We've got the Sunday Driver by Jealousy from 650R. Gonna throw that one in on this, and I'm also, because I had the pack made up, and well, let's get them out. I am gonna give some of the Luna Negra this week. So you'll get some of the Luna Negra, the Sunday Driver by Jealousy, the McNuggets, and fucking sunflower seeds. So that is what is on today's giveaway. All you gotta do is type in beans. Type in beans, get you an entry into the draw. Name gets picked. All you gotta do then is get your information out to the people who need it.
Well, fuck, I was gonna do giveaway too, but it's kind of fucking hard to follow that lineup that you just threw out there. So I'm just gonna shut up for a bit.
Well,
we got the big bag of genetics from Fulton that he hooked us up with here, so we'll dig into here in a little bit. I also, here's something different now. I got to figure out a way to make these better packaged for if they're going down south to any of our friends down there. These aren't viled, is what I'm getting at. They're just in the envelope. It's Maui Mac Burger from the Grow King, which is my preferred grow store. Unfortunately, it's 3.5 hours away from here because I live in a shithole inbred fucking hick town where we don't have anything, including grow stores. So, but anyways, the Grow King is giving away seeds anytime. Last 2 times I've gone in there, I've gotten a pack. So I'm like, fuck yeah, let's give that a go and see how the hell it works.
hell yeah. I mean, you can totally fucking give some away too. But I just figured I was adding a little bit extra because I fucking totally dropped the ball. I every time I travel, I forget to make up a pack to go with me so that I can fucking, or at least pick one out, you know. I never put in that extra Sunday forethought. As many times as I have done this now, I think I would, but no,
it's understandable. I don't think about Sunday on Thursday or Friday either because I've still got Thursday and Friday plus Saturday to deal with before I even get to Sunday. So I dude, totally understandable. Totally understandable.
But so that's what I'm doing that. But I'm fucking stoked. I went out the other day. It's been hot, and actually now that we're not getting a whole lot of fucking rain around here, we're getting into a little more droughty. The ground is good, but if you got big pots or anything outside, they're drying up. It's hard to keep a pot hydrated right now. You know what I mean? Outside, whereas my ground is good. But my male out there is looking fantastic. Starting to really see where it's going to set some nice strong flower sets for the pollen sacs. So that'll be fun. Excited to see what that one's gonna look into, because you know I've let it dry a little bit, stuff like that. I got planted only a couple week maybe ago out there, so it's gonna stay hopefully nice and short, sitting out there in that pot. But man, I had to soak the ever living shit out of it, and it was one of those like I had to get in there and like move the water around because it was just fucking so hydrophobic in there. You know, I almost had to slurry it up a little bit. But it's looking good now. So I'm stoked to get some pollen off of it as long as it keeps on the track it's going. It's doing everything it needs to. So, and the room is looking fucking fantastic. So we'll go in there in a little bit. We'll go around. Actually, I want to touch around and fucking give everybody a little rub and go through it. So
A little update on my backyard. We'll just let everyone know there's 12 autoflowers I planted. I got about 1.5 inside the house. The rest was returned to planet Earth. They didn't do so shit hot. I didn't give them a chance really. I let the grasses and such grow up, and then they just all became one mat of green down near the ground, and they just rotted. What the hell? But the ones that didn't, holy! When you let flowers go unattended to full ripeness, you get some really cool looking. Like at the end, you know what? Like where the calyx is, instead of just being one, it's almost like they kind of I call it like rosebud effect. When a flower finishes really well, and you see the it's almost like shell upon shell of like the green matter. I don't know, but it just looks really cool. So they really finished up. They had some nice dark purple on them. They were looking like really, really mature flowers. But I got 20% of what I put in the ground. So that was kind of a poop, but
yeah. Hear that? I got what I put 6 out in the garden that I decided to put them out in the garden right before I had a little bit of a back surgery. That's a great fucking idea. You know what I mean? So I got 6 of them back there. I need to go like de-weed, uncover, figure out if they're actually gonna if they're even still alive or if they're just covered in fucking shit right now. So that's a fun one that I haven't yet went to tackle yet. So the mail on the porch was it was good enough right now. So I kind of feel you on that one. It's one of those you really didn't give them a chance type situations. I got a couple of those going right now.
yeah, it's just I've been kind of just not in. You guys know where I'm at. Not in my right mind. Basically, just kind of floating through life a little bit right now. So, autoflowers in my fucking unattended backyard were not my priority. They were more like, fucking. I had one good day and planted them. Was all optimistic, and then nothing after that. I was just hoping for whatever. And this summer has not been very nice to us either. It's been literally like a fucking sauna, like a moist sauna, like hot and humid, and that's no good for any type of dense foliage, any type of flower like that. So, it's bad enough when you get the cold and wet at the end of the season, but the hot and the wet, that's even worse, man. And with the autoflowers, those buds were big there. They were the size of a Red Bull can.
Yeah, it's always why I've fucking struggled to try to want to kind of grow those, like a couple autoflower crops throughout the season, to try to get some outdoor autoflowers anyway, just to bang out a couple flower runs outdoors real quick that don't need any kind of special care. And that's what I always come down to is summer here is just too hot and wet, especially for some of the kind of big crazy donkey dick buds that I've gotten off of a lot of these autoflowers, right? They'll get a big, thick, dense fucking bud on them that just will rot like a motherfucker in this Midwest summer, So that's been a struggle. I want to do one for like the winter times. I'd like to get one out for like the fall season and time it right. So it'd probably be nice to just pop some autos now right out there and get them going. But it's one of those. I'm not even fucking, like you said. I'm not quite in the fucking space to be wanting to take care of them.
If you don't got the motivation to do it, you're gonna probably fuck it up.
Well, I got to get back on track.
If I'm not in behind 100%, I usually fuck it up. Like you gotta have
a great day, Sniff.
Sniff, cheers.
Sniff.
So yeah, but any autos I've had really good success with have been potted. So I can move them around when I need to, like in accordance to if it's going to rain for 4 days and I know that, well, I just take it and put it under the ledge of the house or something. Or if it's, I can see that it's just getting baked, I'll go put it in the shade for a day or two. Or you know what I mean? I can move it around. The ones that are in the ground there, I wasn't whippersnipping the grass around it, and half the plants were, buried in a 2 foot tall fucking patch of grass. So that no airflow, no nothing. So I can't do anything with that. 100% my fault. They're kind of neat. I just like growing plants sometimes. Like I don't, for consumption, that's great to have your fucking harvest coming in all the time. But every once in a while, if you grow it and you're not planning on harvesting it, well, whatever. You just got to at least see it grow and fucking check it out. Now you know that what that genetic does. Or I know it sounds funny that you're gonna grow weed and just fucking throw it out, but no. I grew them. They look cool. They're neat. They rotted way too fucking easy, so I'll never grow fucking autos in the ground that short again, never.
Well, I mean, that's one of those I think I would either get a really fast fucking transplant. You know, those were transplanted way late in the fucking game to do that. I think if you at least got a early transplant on them and or fucking started them that way, I think you'd have had way different results.
I need to get not be so afraid of starting seeds in the ground outdoors. Like I don't even like doing it in my indoor garden. I think because it was hard to obtain seeds before, so I'm just going like by muscle memory and like I'm like, I know these things are hard to obtain. No, not anymore. Not with this crowd. Like, you know, so I got to really just start putting them in the dirt and letting them do their thing. Because I'm sure if you started an autoflower seed in the spring in the dirt outside, it would probably turn into a beautiful plant. Because it would have nature works. What's that?
That's how nature works.
Yeah, exactly, right? And we're sitting here trying to duplicate it all the time and worrying about so many.
The thing is with the direct sowing seeds, though, I tried that with a whole bunch of autos at my parents' place this year, and I don't know if it was just because it was so wet, like it was wet all up to that point, and then a nice sunny day, and I'm putting them in just under the soil and whatnot. There's, I think, about 14 of them from Hillbilly Herb that in this one garden patch that I put them because, like, okay, that's in the corner. We want these to procreate, to make seeds for next year. It was the whole idea behind those. And then like the day after, might have even been the night that I planted them, it just started basically the skies opened up and fucking pissed rain for the next month and a half. And I went go out there every couple days and you're looking for sprouts and stuff. And I wouldn't find shit. Like I was telling you guys this a few weeks ago, I found one freaking seed that had actually popped. And it was about that big, and then it fucking stalled out. I saw it about that size, and then I went back looking for it about 2 weeks later, thinking, oh, fuck, this is going to have a decent little bit of growth on it, right? And no, it was the exact same size, only more yellower than it was before. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, fuck, he showed up, and he's calling me out, too. That's exactly kind of what happened. You can take this one. You got it, man.
Okay.
The 10 count, I'm over. It's done. The photos have knocked out the autos. The auto is done. See you next year. Fucking.
Until next year comes and you start growing.
Yeah, I'll try again.
We know this. It's like you're hooked on autos for some reason.
They're cool. They're neat, but they don't. They're a waste. They started out as a 10 with me, and now they're down to like a 6.5. So it's like they're not doing themselves any favors.
I said, I'm not looking for anybody who's a super passionate fucking auto guy either. You know what I mean? So I'm not looking for a fucking crazy, super awesome auto either. That's so I have, at least around here, we kind of have that going for us. Because no one's really looking for that either. So
yeah, I think it's
like the ones that do make it our way, we're like, oh, it's just like every other fucking auto.
Not that autos are new, but they're brought to the light recently in the last 20 years, we'll say, with the Mighty Might or whatever it was called. Or there's one they used to sell in the
fucking lowriders
and shit like that. Yeah, so I think here the curve of autos came up, peaked, and now it's coming down. I don't think there's much more exploration or hype going to be put.
It'll fucking jump up again in 5-10 years. There'll be a big auto hype again.
Grow and all that shit. It's just people realize what they are. They're a novelty.
Yeah, there you go.
That is it.
Smokable house
people growing fucking autos expecting this is going to be my big yearly harvest, and the weed is never as good as a photo. Sometimes it smells really good. You get some good flavors. It never compares. Even when it comes to the actual quality of a photo versus auto, quality always goes to the photo every single time. That being said, though, like I keep saying, when you live up north, like where my parents are, they're not going to get an outdoor harvest this year out in their garden. The only way my old man is going to get an outdoor harvest is he's got one of your BAMs actually, Fluff, is sitting in a Sterlite tote that I put out there for him. And that will be able to probably, as long as he drags that back under shelter so it doesn't get frosted up, he might get that to finish. So while I sit here out of one side of my mouth say, oh, fucking autos are nothing but a novelty, in certain climates, they're the only thing. But like down in your area where you were talking about like trying to do them, you know, get you something to get you through the summer kind of thing, because you know you got these photos that'll fucking kill it for you come fall and whatnot. That's yeah. Like,
well, let's put it this way: any type of predictability or any type of quantifiable anything, any type of spreadsheet type growing, you need the photos because you can't really duplicate the autos. They're like a one and done kind of thing, right? So if you're doing any type of numbers or anything like that, yeah, you got to go photo because they're predictable and you can, especially like with business. I don't think any business would ever thrive on autos.
I think that's where you're wrong. I think autos are more business minded than anything.
Let me retract that. If you hone in a good auto for production wise, maybe not for us connoisseur type guys, but for just the general public at dispensaries, if you can turn over a pot with a couple ounces on a predictable scale with seed like that, you could do it, and you're going to get more harvest, I guess, because they just take off and go. But like there was black market grows down in, I think it was California state forests or Colorado, somewhere down southern states anyways, where the cartels were coming in and turning auto flowers all summer.
Sure. And that's exactly where I think your auto flower would super thrive, is sun-grown and or greenhouse outdoor type, but sun-grown weed. And somebody running a fucking business where they need to push a fucking ton of shit out and they need a bunch of crops. So they want to try to rotate. They want to try to get a fucking bunch of crops run out, without doing things like pulling tarps and things, right? So I could see somebody like your fucking Philip Morris and shit. We know they're coming in and things. Auto's going to be perfect for them. They're going to fucking take it all. They're going to grind it all up into some bullshit, prepackage it, and fucking big old fucking cigarette packs of fucking joints. Just like we always were like, oh, it would be so cool if we could get that. And now we're like, this is such bullshit. But they're going to do it. And autos, I think, is perfect for them. Right? They run them fucking 2-3 fucking harvests in an outdoor season. And that's what I see the future of that be. Personally, that's what I see.
Okay, but let's also put this out. Like, I see what Clay threw up there. When you're growing fucking autos by the football field like that, you're not growing for quality. You're growing for quantity.
That's exactly it. Exactly it. When it's gonna be the mass-produced fucking weed, and for the outdoor growers, though, this is how they're gonna be able to keep up with the indoor growers when it comes to a fucking mass flower production.
Yeah. See, this is why I play with autos. What Lobster's talking about. This is why I do it. I want something that would already be outside in my area right now with a little bit of a dandelion. But I don't know if I don't know.
I gotta say this. I think Caribou said it once. Fucking, I don't understand why they are considered faster flowering. The plant flowers at the same amount of time. It's trigger, right? So I don't. So is that it? You just got a quicker fucking flower onset?
Yes.
I don't Okay. So
I'm not looking to really reduce the weeks. Like, great if I had like an 11-week strain, yeah, you want it down to 8 or 9. But I just kind of outdoors, I don't really look for anything other than the 8-week kind of stuff. But I just have it kick in a little sooner so the tail end isn't when fucking Santa Claus is coming. You know what I mean? I like to, because I have a window here where it's kind of like a nice Indian summer, they call it, where it's warm and dry and very nice for flowering. But then at the very end, it gets cold and wet. It starts to rain and sleet and stuff sometimes. And that's where it just takes you right out, man. If you got big old buds and you're not ready for it, if you don't got tarps to keep them dry and stuff. So just to bump it 2 weeks ahead would be fucking awesome. But that's kind of a niche thing because it's like the farther you get away from the equator, that's where everything changes. So everything south of me gets easier. And everything north of me, no one really grows any farther north. Like, you know what I mean? You don't got people up in fucking Fort Mac doing outdoor crops, Maybe you do, I don't know.
Well, you got people trying it. You get
Yeah, exactly. Like,
but
yeah.
how successful are they up there? Rob, once again, autoflowers, right?
So
Alberta
here's
gets
an
hot as shit
interesting
in the
one.
summer. Fucking,
So a little bit of fucking training talk, or just any of this here, because I mean, all those would fall into this. I know a lot of people are just basically, I mean, as soon as you have more than two leaves, you can start taking leaves off. You know, it's as long as you're not taking off more than a plant can provide, you can start training a plant. We start training some plants right off of the second node, cutting the very top off. So taking leaves and doing pruning. If you don't like the leaf, if it looks a little fucked up, if it's got a problem, fucking yank it. That's going to be my advice.
I
More
remember
than
I won a Ross to Jeff's podcast there a few years ago, going back now. If I recall, he was talking about how he runs grows and stuff like that, comes in and kind of lets you know what's up. And the way he trains people in these big LP grows is if that leaf has a purple stem on it, pull the fucker.
I've never understood that mentality, but I mean, it works because it doesn't. It's just a good marker to be like, yeah, just fucking take that one. I don't know
It's a very
because
trainable thing. Like,
It's trainable
Yeah.
for stupid people because people in general are fucking stupid. Have you ever been out in public? Have you ever been out
There
in
you
public?
go.
Honestly, have you
There
ever
you go.
driven down the road? Like, holy
not
shit.
talking about any of you guys.
No. Y'all are smart as shit if you're gonna come. hang out.
Bullshit. We're talking about some of you because sometimes I'm that fucking guy that day. I fucking get it. So you know what? We are talking about some of you fuckers too.
High as shit in the guys. But honestly, though, I remember there's been times where Ashley will like, she'll get in there and try and help out, and I've told her that kind of same thing. Like, if it's got a purple leaf, get rid of it. Just because, like I said, it's an easily trainable thing, and I find you do usually overstrip it when you do that. But the plant might pout for a day or two where it's all droopy and unhappy. But after that, it perks up. And a lot of the times, you do seem to end up with a lot more bud sites coming out of it. So,
Yeah.
more bud sites, Thunder Dan.
But that's one of those, and you know, I have my theories, what I like about the garden. I mean, and it really is just kind of a thing, right? Those leaves, I know, like back in the day, they used to be like very much considered like the solar panels, right? And the whole plant's going to do its job. New leaves, it photosynthesizes very quickly. I don't really think of them as like that solar panel. I think of them more as a fucking nutrient storage, right? That's for those big, healthy leaves hanging out, doing their thing. As soon as that plant fucks up, that's when you see those are the first things that get affected, right? That's what you see. You see those big, healthy leaves starting to help that fucking plant. So that's why I've never been super huge about like the swazing, right? But I garden differently with a different mentality. I don't feed my plants daily. My garden feeds my plants. My bed feeds my plants. I don't make the fucking blue water, right? I'm not fucking force feeding them. So I think that's where my mindset when that comes around is fucking I need those leaves for when I fucking misread or they've maybe taken more out of that soil than I expected them to. You know, those leaves give me that fucking buffer that I need.
Dude, I force feed mine every fucking bit I can. I'm like, fuck you bitches, open up and say, nah, it's the system that works for us. I find myself, even now, we've been doing the bottles straight for the last year about, and I find myself wanting to go back to the organics, because usually I would steadily do the organics and then fuck with the bottles every once in a while just for something to do. But I'm trying to hold this line that we're on. It works for the old lady, and it just leave well enough alone. Don't fuck with it if it ain't broke. So
yeah, I got plenty of airflow, and I could use some humidity sometimes. So Yeah, that is where it comes down to that the leaves for me, or pruning, picking off and taking them off. That really is a personal preference. How the room's running, how the plants are looking. We'll go into the room here in a second. Now, I'll show you how everything looks. Because right, I'm not saying I have and keep every leaf. Right, I strip down to my plants to fucking make them look and do what I want them to do. But say that fucking couple big fan leaves in there that really aren't hurting anything, they're gonna fucking stay. I keep as much of it in there that isn't gonna cause an issue.
Hey, what the fuck, y'all? Smash that fucking button. Thanks, Laid Back Dad. Thank you for bringing that to everyone's attention. I'm sure they will jump right on that and correct the situation. Thank you all. We love you.
It's like with environment, like the tighter your environment, the more leaves you got to remove to keep the atmosphere correct.
The biggest thing, and I see kind of Jeff Rowe touching on it, but not quite like hitting it, is if it's hindering a bud site. For me, it's when I have a bunch of shit laying on top of a bunch of shit. If I have leaves on top of leaves and they're fucking stacking like this, they gotta go. Yeah, no, when things are laying on top of things, they got to go, because that is the definite moisture humidity barrier that is going to be your rot zone. So none of that stays. If you're laying on top of shit, you're going. And that's where the major cleanup for me is. Otherwise, if it's got fucking airflow, I've got a good, I got good flow in my room. When you fucking just look at it, you can see everybody dancing from the fucking end to the middle. So the flow is there. So as long as nothing's touching, everything's flowing pretty well.
See, where I struggle with the stripping is when it gets into flower. Because there's a tipping point in there somewhere where you're doing a service to your plant, but there's also a point where you've gone too far and it's not going to develop as well. Now, we like to say that we're like mimicking nature and shit like that. You get these people that'll plant on full moons or the solstice and stuff like that. That's cool. I'm not absolutely nothing against any of that. My thoughts on this is actually, no, you're wrong. We're trying to improve and be better than nature. If you're taking your grow from out there where, like you guys hear me say, I can't do outdoor crops, at least not up at where my parents are, because nature will not allow that. So I've got to bring it indoors. I'm doing better than nature. I am force feeding it those fucking nutrients that Fluff was just talking about. Yep, that's me. I'm that guy. Fucking take this. I am hitting it with 2 LED lights in that fucking tent to give it that maximum fucking light penetration that I can get to it. No cloudy days, no rainy days. I've got the fucking wicked airflow going through there, because like we're saying, I don't want my leaves fucking doing that and starting to, mold pathogen, fungal contaminations and stuff like that. So I feel like I'm always trying to find the right tipping point, because like I said, I've definitely overstripped and hurt my plants before. But with the amount of light that you're throwing at them, if you can get that light to them, you can still strip those and you'll have like fucking hand grenades, right? But where I struggle is where, like I'll have a plant that's 4 feet tall, say. So, you can strip all the shit up here will get huge. You're fucking damn near growing footballs. Go along. And, but down here you got little fucking tiny little nugs. So where I'm trying to is do more stripping, more up top to the stuff that's up high is going to get that more exposure and stuff like that. Leave a few more leaves down low for that kind of solar panel or nutrient storage, as you like to put it there. That's where I'm fucking around now, is like, where is this spot? Because it's either that, or if you go see a green or just scrog, right? Just straight across. But that's doesn't work for my style of growing.
Right. Well, we learn the fucking plants, right? That's when we think of theory of the plant, it wants to grow the tops, right? It pushes the energy up there. So it makes sense to leave those tops and strip everything up to there to if you're going to maximize, if you're going to try to do way better, then that's it, right? Strip all that down, keep those tops, and they're going to fucking perform. That's the way it wants to. And I like the theory because when you look at your mobile nutrient fucking issues and things like that, where they start from the bottom up. So you can keep some of that. It makes a lot of sense to keep a little bit of that down there. And it's, it is, I don't know if it would work any better or anything else, but, it's fun to get in there and try and learn and see if the plants respond well to it. I've never been, like I said, since I been garden the way I do, I've never been a fan of those super, strip them down and fucking leave it to a few fucking leaves and sticks. I've helped, like Clay, do the garden, and I got no problem stripping them down if you want me to. It's just not the way I do it. So when I look at it, it's always, I'd never do enough, because I'm like, well, you can't take it all off. That's how I feel every time I've helped him. I was like, I can't take it all off. And he's like, you're not taking it all. It's like, well, I feel like I'm taking it all.
Say if I've got seed Clay's comment there, if I've got the 4 foot tall plant, the bottom 2 feet are going to be stripped. Just because exactly what you said, the larfy bullshit. I don't typically go, maybe 18 inches is about right. But 2 feet-ish though, somewhere around there, where it'll be, your top stuff, and then not quite as larfy as the shit that was even farther down. And a lot of that's just coming from, I don't want to waste my time trimming this small fucking garbage shit, right? Like if you could already see where that's going to be, it's like, just get rid of it. That's what I talk about. Just fucking grab that stalk. Remove fucking everything.
Yep. Honestly, man, and we've all joked I'm not the easiest on plants, but yours stripping them down was definitely way more aggressive than I ever did. I used to take a my scissors and really prune pretty nice, but I started doing it your way on a few plants, and then it just got to being, that's the way I like to do it. I see a nice response. Those lower stalks, those lower stems really fucking beef up, and you see a nice response in that plant from having that kind of extreme holy fuck happened to them that day. So well,
if you do it first thing in the morning, by that time, by that night, by the time the lights go out, a lot of the times they've started to come back already. And more often than not, by the next morning, they're back to normal. They're happy again. And it's like, okay, well, you can take cricket. And if I'm usually doing this well into veg as well, right? Because we're just trying to fucking, we're not like we're getting rid of fucking anything that's actual flower at this moment. Kind of like where Clay was going there, like that shit that ain't gonna turn into anything. It's just blocking airflow and fucking something for pests to fucking hang out on. No, get rid of it. Cheers, Hooby. How you doing, brother?
Oh, hey, fucking! I saw you flipped it up earlier, and it'll be going. When are we gonna do the draw? 9 o'clock.
Sure. Yeah, I like that.
Sure.
I like that.
All right, 9 o'clock. So that'll give me time to go run through the room. So
does that say only 19 people in there? Only 1/3 of you. 1/3 of you want beans.
Get on.
All right, so let's do this thing. All right, so here's today's giveaway. All you got to do, type in beans in chat. Beans in chat gets you an entry to get in on this draw. Going to get you fucking loaded up a little bit. So we always give out these. Love that Noob gives me these to give out to you guys. This is the sunflower seeds, the Van Gogh sunflower seeds. Every winter gets packs of those. I love that shit. For the Ethos, we have the McNuggets R1. So that would be coming from the Ethos pack, McNuggets R1. I don't know a whole lot about that one. But it's Fem Bean, Ethos, it's solid genetics. They're they do solid things, you can expect fairly predictable results usually with them. So pretty fucking nice. You're gonna get Sunday Driver by Jealousy. These came to me from 650R here in chat. He won one of our giveaways, and he wanted to help fucking pass some of these along as well. So we're gonna do the Sunday Driver by Jealousy, and from me, I had a pack made up. So you're gonna get the Luna Negra from me.
QR codes and everything. Holy shit!
Yeah, man, I'm trying to fucking style this shit up, make it look like I'm trying to be serious and shit, man.
Dude, hey, man, I ain't mocking. I ain't mocking.
So all you got to do, you just got to type in beans in chat. That'll get you in the fucking drawing. You type in beans, we'll roll the dice, and you'll see if you fucking win. So, all right. So here right now.
High tech. That's right. Muff, what's up, brother? Danton, Donnie, Fruit and Gas, couple new names again. Love it. Good morning, everybody.
Fuck yeah. So I went to a music festival yesterday, a little local level thing here, 45 minutes away. And it was pretty cool, I gotta say. Nothing special, nothing to write home about, but definitely the kind of thing that we're hoping they do again next year, because, you know, going and supporting shit like that is well, how you get cool stuff happening in your community. Right, let's put Fluff on the big screen.
Kick the motherfucking door open and say, "What up, bitches?"
Give him a slap for us.
Oh, we ain't gonna slap nobody. But so look how from I don't know what it was last time you guys seen this last Sunday morning, and how everybody was pretty sad and fucking mopey, and everybody is kicking ass now. You can still see I leveled the tops off in the garden. We're approximately, I don't know, a week into flower, maybe a little less. Not been good about tracking my dates and shit. Things are going crazy, but you can kind of still see when we come through here. I'm still really got my eye hard on this fucking back row. But I've also got things like this lady here, kind of popping up, looking special, giving some nice feels. But like this one, it was almost a little bit of a dark horse, but a little trim, getting her a little happy, letting her stretch them legs out in the bed has really made a difference for this one. And I mean, she's too pretty. So I like that structure. I like the spacing on it. Not quite the leaf shape of the one that I really remember. But it's fairly stout. You can move branches around. Still a little bit pliable. Growing beautifully. Got a nice little stem rub. Not quite that fucking full on Black Forest, but man, she's got a nice rub to her. We got this one here. I don't know. Still a little bit wonky. Not bad. I don't even know what you're looking at. I'm over here looking, paying attention. Growing nice. Really in the recovery stage. It's really doing well. So what you got here? That's where some of that fucking funk from the BAM comes. That one's gonna be a little funky. Got a weird rub to it. This one, little doing its thing. No real winners here, but the new healthy growth is really looking nice. The bed's doing well. Soil's doing good. Seems like they're taking up moisture real nice. So I can't be happier with the way everybody's taking to it right now. Saying these ends were never in consideration, but it is super fun. Watch them grow. You can see how small and say spindly the branches on this one are. Not really, yeah, not spindly, just It's a smaller structured plant. It's not really my style. I like them to get a little more ass to them. So and we've got plenty of that back there. But it'll be interesting to see what they pop up with. That one's very similar in smell to this one right over on this side, actually. So another one, small. I don't know. It'll do something. Let's see. We got this. This. That's just another one. That one's got a nice smell to it. This one's showing up pretty nice. Really liking the way the structure on this one's coming up. These branches are reaching nice. Yeah, this one's doing quite nice. Probably definitely can. I got some of these like lowers down here. This branch, I don't know why I fucking kept it. Same with that one. So a couple of these nodes definitely need to just be stripped off. I stripped the branch. I have no clue why I kept it. Maybe just to see how the lower fucking looks when it gets affected. Maybe I just fucking spaced out. I don't know. Yeah, this one's gonna be a tight kind of pain in the butt. It looks like just really growing kind of bushy. It was a pretty bushy trim too. So we'll
You
see.
guys gotta have at least one in the bunch.
Yeah, right. This is that big girl that just it's wanting to fucking show out. So I'm real. When I planted this, I should have thought maybe a little harder. I put the three best growers in the same fucking row in the back. Like I probably should have did like 1, 2, fucking 3, to really let them fucking. But no, let's not do that. Let's just fucking plant all the fucking big bitches right next to each other. So that was a pretty dumb on my part. But you can see I'm gonna strip a couple of these off. I'll probably take these lowest ones off. Maybe like I don't even know what you're looking at. Pay attention. All right, I'll probably strip like some of these right here off and get keep. But I like the way it's kind of noding out. The nodes are wanting to fucking reach straight up. I like that. That's a good quality for me. I like the leaf shape and structure. We have this is like that's a nice smell. That's close. That's close. And it's sticky when you touch it. This one just the stem rub right now is still even sticky. So this is going to be one I'm really going to keep my eye on. This one also, it's fucking happy. Get the big bitch out of the way. It's super happy. I really like leaf shape on this one. This one gives me a lot of the fucking Black Forest that I remember.
Ooh.
And yeah, the stem rub's just a hair off. So we've got a lot of cool shit to look at back here. A lot of cool shit. But when you look at everybody, we're nice, we're even, topped off. Those are going to outrun everybody. Well, she's going to outrun everybody. There's no doubt in that. But it'll be fun. It's going to be a nice run, and I have a lot of potential. Hands fucking sticky. Oh, the other side here. We need to water today. But everybody here, same thing. Just chugging along. These were small ones. They stayed small ones. They also don't have automatic watering inside of this one. So that relies on hand watering. I let this bed dry a little bit here and there. So this bed gets a little bit different care than this one. But they're also not as high on the priority. So But I'm stoked, ready. And so these are definitely going to be some of the smallest plants I've fucking flipped in years. So I did it, Kingfisher, finally, sort of. All right. Hey, you know what? You got a homie wall. Check you guys out. Fucking. So
Hey, nice.
we got a fucking Blue Kiss Gardner. We got a fucking Stony. Fucking Hooby. What else we got? We got some Skunk Ape up here.
I seen a high and tight one.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Fucking where's high and tight go?
Little barn one down.
Oh, here we go. Hold on.
Ooh,
There.
crustacean. Now let's take a look at go back to the crustacean one.
Oh yeah.
Is he feeding? Oh, that's a different one. I have one where he's eating a cookie. There's a cookie or something. He's feeding the cookie a little tab. I didn't notice it one day. I was on coffee break, just looking at my sticker on my mug, and I'm like, "Cookie's eating ass." That's fun.
Homies.
All the homies.
There you go. So, garden's looking great. Say bye to the ladies.
Bye, ladies. Bye. Peace, bitches.
So, and veg is veg. We ain't gonna worry about. We got clones. We've got fucking bullshit over there. Nothing special going on in there. I do need to actually trim. I do need to trim my plants from Jesse. The widow, I think it was. I forgot the name of it. But that one needs the tall, lanky. The tall, lanky one of his. It definitely needs a trim, and I need to get it flipped in the flower because I want to throw it in the room. But I'm gonna up pot it into a 5-gal and really let it fucking get to rocking. So, but that's the only thing over there is I just got to get that fucking few plants up potted and probably thrown into the fucking corner so that they can keep. At this point, I don't know if I can though. The Hawaiian's got to go a little long. Who knows? I'll figure it out later. They're plants. What are they gonna do? They're gonna sit there and overgrow me, and I'm gonna bitch, and I'm gonna whine, and they're gonna be in the lights, and it'll be like every other fucking grow.
Small plants.
So I'm right on fucking track, man.
Exactly.
All right. Oh shit! It's almost 9 o'clock. All right. Fucking turn this thing off.
Okay, I was just gonna fucking hit it and let it roll, whether you were talking or not.
Yeah, I know. I realize that this is how we have to do things. Is you're just gonna fucking do it, and I gotta be on fucking time.
You were even doing your tour, and I was like, "Do I get to interrupt his tour with the giveaway? Like, this could be fun."
All right, so everybody, let's fucking get this up. If you want to get in on this, we got some beans for you. So what we got, this giveaway is gonna roll here in just a second. And while I'm rambling, you got time to say beans. So type in beans in chat. If you do, you're going to get a pack of sunflower seeds. If you win this motherfucker, you're going to get a pack of sunflower seeds. These Van Gogh sunflower seeds come from Noobs Grows. He's awesome. Fucking, you're going to get a pack of fucking Ethos Genetics. This is the McNuggets R1 from Ethos Genetics. From 650R in chat, you're going to get a fucking cross of Sunday Driver by Jealousy. Fucking pretty bitch. And from me, I have a pack of the Luna Negra. So you're going to get all this. If you win this, all you got to do is type in beans in chat, and it's getting ready to fucking roll. So, good luck to everybody. So, who's gonna win it? Who's gonna win it? Who's gonna win it?
Joel Scott.
Joel fucking Scott. Congrats, my dude.
Decent.
Joel, fucking send me your info, bro, and I will get these shipped up to you. Down to you. Yeah, it's definitely an up to you, right?
Yeah, it's up. It's even more upper than where I'm at.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, oh yeah, this one's going fucking right up.
All right, so next one up here, we've got a pack of the Fishy Charms from Genetics, which is Loki Charms by Fish Scale number 5, given out to us by Colton. Shout out to him for just being an awesome dude. We got the Maui Mac Burger for giveaway from the Grow King Grow Store up in my hometown of Prince George. Joel Scott says he has these. I think you meant he just has the pack of seeds. Joel, have you actually grown these out yet, dude? Are you able to tell us anything about them? I'm assuming they're probably just in your vault, like, because we know how it is. We've all got the massive collection. I'm also going to throw in a pack of the Grapple Fritter F2s and the Hunza Valley 7Cs. Throw those in there.
Putting beans.
Get y'all hooked the fuck up. So y'all got about like maybe 6 seconds if you're lucky. Get that shit typed in if you want it to be you.
You got to remember. Wait, this keeps people from the previous draw too, right? I was gonna say because you got to remember there's like a 2-minute delay. You at least got to give them like a 5-minute. That way it gives them a little bit of time. That's only if you reset it though.
No, I don't reset it. Just go.
Just fucking go. You know how we roll around here.
No chances.
No fucking chances.
Well, everybody gets the exact same chance. Right on, Galaxy. Congratulations.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
No, and that is it, right? It collects all of it. So, hey, and if you're a regular on the show, if you're new to the show, if you're a lurker, just remember, all you got to do is fucking hop in there in the beginning of the show, type it in.
Yeah. We don't even need to, just that one comment. Yep. All you need.
Yeah, we don't even need to have the drawing up yet. So if we haven't even talked about it, you can preemptively beans us and fucking off you go. So
for days.
It's good to see. Yeah, Galaxy, hit me up, man. We'll get those out to you. They'll be going out Thursday, I want to say. I'm getting shipped out of town again this week. I've been confused. But I think I might actually get to work close to home again here soon, which would be that would be nice.
Oh.
It's been fucking hot as balls over here, man. It's been like 90 degrees for the last 4 or 5 days.
It's fucking rough, isn't it?
Well, it's hot. It's hard to deal with. Now I feel for those people that have to live this is their norm. It's hot. Live by the lake, go jump in. Good to go. Save the day. I still got a pretty hurting garden though. I'm roughing it right now. Those clothes, I fucked those up big time.
It'll happen.
There's still lots of green.
It's always like, but it happens.
What's saving them from me just tossing them and starting over is that there's the foliage, like the leaf part has died off and got all crispy and shitty, but the parts that are re-vegging are still green, and I'm getting little growth out of the flowers. So I'm like, I can do without the leaves. Really, they can die off and fuck off as long as the core bit I'm trying to save and get the re-veg is still doing its thing. So, yeah. Fingers crossed. Sucks when your plans you fuck your own plans up, and I just put myself weeks behind. But ooh well. I'm 8 days on the hang from the last harvest, so like I said, I've been kind of sneaking in there and taking a little bud here and there just to start the taste testing, right? Still a little wet, but burnable. Burns nice in the ball. So
hey, that's good. That's also the joy of having like a fucking ball vape. If it's fucking touch wet, you can still kind of have a real nice test with it because it can. I still think it's better fucking drier, but it fucking you can get in on your shit way earlier. So
I'm wearing a sweater, Major, because I got the AC just cranking in here, trying to keep nice and cool for the dry process. So it's fairly Arctic where I'm sitting right now. But if I go outside, well, you're close enough to me. You know what the fuck's going on. Killing us out there. But right now, like I'm in sandals and my feet are frozen. I'm cold right now. But I'm trying not to worry about it because when I go outside, I'm gonna fucking melt. It's a no kid weekend and I got motorcycles, so you know what I'm doing today. Me.
Galaxy. That'll do. Caribou Heart TV at gmail.com, dude.
Excuse me.
I feel like one of these days I should make up a fucking email just for this shit so that I could.
You know, dude,
Go
I've
that
actually,
route.
so I've got a total of 4 email addresses now. One, I was really into quadding and stuff like that and take my quad mud bogging. I've got like my snorkels on my quad go about a foot above the handlebars. Let's just put it that way. I try to turn the thing into a fucking submarine. So Caribou Quad Bogging was my first ever email that I ever made, right? It's something I can remember all that. But every time you got to give that email to somebody, you've got to fucking spell it out for them because it's a bit of a mouthful. And I'm like, okay, poorly thought out, but it is what it is. So then when we started this channel, before it was Caribou Heart TV, it was Caribou Heart Organics because that's all we were all about at the time and just trying to go that way. So I started a Caribou Heart Organics email. My ex-wife had access to that email address. So it wasn't long after that she got caught cheating. We had to split up, and now you can no longer have access to my email. So that's when Caribou Heart Genetics came up. And these both organics and genetics, you got to spell these out to pretty much everyone you give them to because it turns out most people aren't gardeners or anything like that and just kind of look at you like you're mental and you fucking, oh, Caribou Heart, what? Okay, and Caribou Heart is that's H-E-A-R-T, right? Most people never heard of A-R-T. And then I'm like, okay, well, this is still fun. So just Caribou Heart TV. It's just, yeah, you can still fuck that up, but it is just so much fucking simpler. It's the best I can do at this moment. It's like signatures. I used to have a great big long signature. No two are the same because I have messy writing, but it used to be a long signature. And then I went to a bank and took out a loan or some shit like that where you got to sign a million fucking things. Your hands like cramping up and shit. And I was like, okay, no, just initial that shit. Just scribbly initials. Good.
Yeah. I've got like one email that I had, you know, because I had to start it 20 fucking plus years ago. So I have that one with 20 years of fucking spam and bullshit and everything that went along with it. And so I never checked the fucking email. And now it kind of goes to things, so I have to look at a little. But it is such a clogged clusterfuck and kind of the same thing, man. It's one of those where I just looked at it and it's like, it's hard to fucking say to people because I'm like, right, yeah, here's fucking email address. You got to spell it all out. You can't just, and they're like, okay. And then to send them to something so fucking different than what we're doing here, it's like, but I have a Gmail somewhere that I had to start because I have a fucking, you know, Google account, but I've never once touched it. I don't even know the fucking name of it. Couldn't tell you how to get into it. You know, so it's like, why would I want to start another email that I'll fuck up because I don't check, look for, or do anything with? Like, it doesn't make sense. But it would make sense for this. But I totally forget how to get into it, 100%. Again, that's what I do.
Oh, nice. Thanks.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Like, when you have 20 fucking plus years of people you have just said, yeah, send me all your spam. I don't fucking care. I don't look at it. That's a lot of motherfuckers hitting you up for shit.
Cheers, laid back, Dad.
Colton.
I think my old lady might still be freaking Hotmail too.
Oh, dude, I'm fucking AOL.
Whoa, easy dinosaur.
You don't even know what the fuck that is? Oh my god. Oh,
AOL America Online. Yeah, that was the CD you got with your first computer back in 19.
Yeah. When you first had to fucking try to figure out how to get online, that was the CD you went to the store so that you fucking get online with.
No,
My
it's
mom was
before
up
my
to the
time, I
computer.
guess. Like, I was never into MySpace, but I know at least what the MySpace era was because there's a couple bands that I was into around that time.
Hey, so Clay's got it right. This is the original. You've got me.
Oh yeah, Yahoo email for 26 years. There you go, big boy.
That's great. Yahoo for 26. Nice. Yeah, dude. That's when me and my wife give people like emails, they look at it and go, "Holy cow!" Yep, that fucking old man. Oh, I actually
had
the
a
one I
Hotmail.
used.
But I don't think I have it anymore. Like I don't know if it's still there. I forgot the password. It's done.
Oh yeah, fuck! I definitely got a Hotmail somewhere that I think I signed up so I could be like, man, I'll just give this to those people. I'll never look at it again, and that's exactly.
I gotta go find some weed. I'll be right back.
Well, I got weed. Well, when you come back,
Ooh, damn.
oh, if we've been slacking our bad, I'm so sorry.
Sunday morning, eh? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go for a swim in the lake today. Pick a beach and drive to it.
Yeah, man. There you go.
Yeah. Get some adventuring done.
Lakes were always fun, but I never really had like fucking hobbit feet, so I always had to wear like fucking at least some kind of sole on my feet because there's
Yeah.
too much.
Well,
The few times I didn't, I fucking ended up with large fucking gashes on my feet.
I'm just a wuss, so if seaweed touches me and shit, I don't like it. So I wear water suit. I like
That was
water.
always,
If I can, I'll dive right into the deep water and not touch nothing. That's more my style.
dude, no, Steve, it's worse when something in the deep water touches you.
Yeah, true.
You know that motherfucker's big and it's testing you to see if it can eat you.
True, but the thing is, with the deep water, you only get touched 0.01% of the time. In the shallows, all the creepy crawlies are all up on you.
That's what I was gonna laugh about, man. When you walk to shore, yeah, it feels a little weird because all the little fuckers come up and they fucking, but they ain't gonna do nothing to you. On the deep end, some will take a chunk out your ass.
They don't really, but it's happened.
Bro, I don't know. The thing I always worried about was more of just getting an infection in the cut that I got in my foot because I sliced myself on a fucking rock in the bottom of the fucking dirty ass lake. Still love a lake though.
Cheers, Dead Fish fan. Good morning. Oh yeah, we're all dating ourselves here. Excuse me. Let's get you. So I'm loving these new little spider farmer lights. These things are pretty. They don't make much heat. They're nice.
What'd you get? You got some little 100 waters?
Yeah, the SF 1000s or whatever. Ended up getting them for $50 Canadian a piece, which is fucking what 30.
Not bad. So, and you're just using those for the fucking plant lights overhead.
I got two above my my house plants right here. So two of them hanging right there, and they work very well. They're no heat basically compared to the other one. And then I got two of them in a 2x, or is there two of them in there? Yeah, two of them in the little 2x. There, that's got the
2x2 or 2x. That's 2x2, right?
2x3, I think.
Oh, 2x3. Okay.
2x4. No, it's just a shitty little one. But stupid me, I instead of just using ProMix for all this for the new stuff, I used the soil out of the bin, and it's a little too fucking get up and go. And it's they're not jiving so much right now.
Are they just pissed off, or
they're a little Newt Bernie? Yeah, they're just like, wow, what the fuck. So I'm gonna just give them a couple minutes here, till they show some sort of life moving forward. And then I'm going to put them in some fresh soil because they're just in little cups. So it's like there's not much there. So as soon as I know the roots are at least doing something, I'll put them in some up.
So if your soil, it's a little might seem a little kind of weird, counterintuitive type. But if you're using a nice soil, right, and you said you added in a bin, you mixed it, it might be a little too up and goey, so you got a little heavy-handed with the newts maybe. When you plant them, just don't fucking give them that like watering regimen like you want them to fucking go.
Even super dry.
Let them dry back, and they will just give them less water. With less water, they will grab less of those nutrients. You can control that a little bit better because they don't have the ability to take because they don't have the access to the water. Mm-hmm. So it's a way. You will notice that that water, especially if nutrient got enough organic matter in there, that water is going to go a long way. If you have that much in there that they're burning shit. So and that's what happens. A lot of times they're feeding just fine, and then you give them access to more of that water, and they're like, all right, fucking woo. So it's, just give them a little less watering, and you'll see that you'll get a little less of the burning out of that in that situation.
Yeah. The thing what I think I fucked up was I usually use this here, which is blood meal, for like sprinkling on outdoors or larger things, and I did put a little grip of it in that bin, which I'm not really used to how this stuff works in a mix like that. It was kind of something I was just going out, so that may have something to do with it. So there's variables there that I don't really know, so I'm like, fuck. Me and my dicking around fucked up again. But how do you learn, right?
That's exactly it. That's how you learn,
right? That is it, man. Fucking try it and go.
Don't be putting blood meal and stuff that you don't need extra nitrogen in. That's what I've taken so far on that.
Morning, DJs.
A little fucking fast release, fucking high nitrogen. I did that not so long ago. I was like, I'm a little bit light in nitrogen. So what do? Throw some fucking feather meal on top of it. Not even the fucking like a decent amount.
Nitrogen.
Yeah. I was like, you're gonna fucking take it. I was like, I might as well have just mixed up a big old fucking like a batch of dark blue water. You know what I mean? Like really fuck, because that's what I hit them with. They just fucking rammed it down there. Like shit.
Blue juice.
They gave me one day of awesomeness and then looked at me like I fucking gave me the finger. We're like, you fucking cocksucker. But exactly, you learn those lessons. That's one I've always been heavy-handed every time I've used the fucking feather meat. It's one that I got to learn to back up on when I use it because I have effective results with it.
Yeah, certain things are pretty potent. Yeah, it just sucks because I had that Gaia Green regimen dialed in where it was like I didn't have to really worry anymore. I kind of had it.
You know, you can get that shit delivered to your door, right?
Yeah, I know, but I like to go and talk to people. And yeah.
I do too, but I also like my grow to fucking work like the way I like it to work. Yeah. So I would rather my grow do that than fucking go talk to some dude for a half hour.
Yeah, true.
I'm an introvert.
That's just
I like talking to people, but if it means leaving the house, I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah, I'm trying.
The problem I have now is because of that access, it's so easy. I do like to go to the grocery store, talk to the dude. He's a nice guy. It ain't too far away. He has some of what I want. So, every time I go there, I'm like, he never has the one I need. Never, ever, ever. I'm always fucking like, so every time I try to go out and get it, it's like, I can't run to 7 different places, talk to all, because I waste the whole day trying to get one box of fucking, nutrients. Can't be doing that. So when it comes to that shit, it's just like, if you're not fucking well stocked, I just gotta make it easy on me. Fuck that. Plus, I, kind of like Caribou, I don't live 3 hours away from my grocery store, but, doing a back and forth takes me fucking, 2 hours, and that's too much. There you go. That's a fucking happy looking lady.
That's my motherfucker right there.
That's your motherfucker, huh? Hold on, let me put it right there.
This is the one I was showing you the pictures of there last week.
Yeah, and it's really fucking taken, man.
She's actually darkened up better than I thought too. So this is what I've been calling the Valley Cat, which is the Catahoula to the Hunza Valley. That is my chosen pheno thus far. So you know it's a male. You know damn well it's going to be a male because I like that. I don't want it to be. With the Hunza Valleys, I've noticed a lot of them are more lighter green as opposed to dark green. Though when I grew the originals out a year ago and whatnot, going through, and it looked like it was going to be a lot of the same, but now that I gave everything the up potting into from the solo cups to 3 gals, that was just last weekend that I did that. These things are starting to fucking rocket now. Like the last week's growth has, I'd say it's fair to call it explosive. Now,
fucking getting it.
Yeah, like I'm loving it now. One of the things about this, so I reuse my soil because to me, just unless there's a problem with your soil, there's just no sense in fucking wasting the money. To my way of thinking. So by the time we're done our flush, because we flush at the end of each grow, right? In theory, most of your salts and shit like that should be rinsed out of there, and you should be kind of getting back to almost even again. So these pots were all heavy as shit with the flush water when I transplanted them, to the point of they haven't even had a proper watering since they've been transplanted. Just cut a hole, the old stem out of the pot, or again, just big enough to fucking put the new solo cup in there, plug it in there, kick a little bit of the dirt on top. Good to go. And then just give it a little bit of microbe juice just so it can weep down in there. Now, just a little bit, not much. Like we're talking not even a coffee cup's worth. And leaving them walking away, like I said, they are fucking rocking. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I got that. You guys heard me belly aching about how like I lost the love for the breeding and all that shit because of what the original Hunza Valley project did to myself there. It fucked us out of our med and rec smoke, right? It just kind of soured me on it. It's back. I'm like, okay, let's look for some good shit. Because we got these coming here. But then we've also got like the Lilith from Jimmy Toucan Blackbird Preservations that we just popped a bunch of. 5 out of the 6 on those went. And that is absolute meds for Ashley. And what if we all the different phenos that you might find there. But then Hooley's Granny Green Apple that we just popped. We got 4 out of the 6 of those going. And that, out of Hooley's own words, that's the best smoke he's ever made, or best strain he's made. So we're excited. It's like a pheno hunt, and we will go. I want what I would prefer. I hope that one I was just showing you is a female, because that's, like I said, that's my motherfucker right there. That's the one I got eyes on. I hope I can find just a stellar male out of Hooley's collection. I got like a chem, like a sour apple chem in my mind. That just, if the terps,
oh man,
out the way they could in my mind, it could get funky.
Like a Jolly Rancher candy
with fuel in it.
Right? Yeah, that fell in your fucking. So you sucking on a fucking Jolly Rancher in your shop. You know what I mean? Like out working on the fucking car, a little greasy out there, smells a little bit like gas, but you got that fucking Jolly Rancher in your mouth, and so all you can smell is like grease, gas, and fucking that chemically fucking apple thing. I'd be bitching. That would be bitching.
Hell yeah.
Hey, make that, man. Get on it. Sounds easy.
Fucking do it.
Should be hard to find that kind of turf, very specifically. Or make it. Come on. No, dude. That's one that when you talk about that, I need to really look into and hone into for some. The Black Forest is excellent evening smoke for my wife, or like kind of sick day, she's having a rough day type stuff. Around here, it's absolute med for all of us. But it's not a great daytime smoke for my wife. You know, it can be a little heavy, a little bit lethargic sometimes. So I really need to focus in when this F3 hunt is done to really find something for her that's a nice, but you know, a daytime, something that can keep her going, but doesn't fucking completely like fucking smack her, you know, to it. Like she could go, she can do her shit and not fucking act like a crackhead who forgot, you know, everything that's happening. Because that's kind of the extremes that we've had. You know, but when we had the Golden Goat for her, it was amazing. That was a good one, but it was another one that was kind of like a weekend smoke because got you a little too fucking goofy. You know what I mean? You were having too much of a good time to
Dude,
fucking take shit too seriously.
That Golden Goat will fuck you hard, dude. Like it'll sneak up on you because it's tasty, and you want to kind of like what just happened to Fluff. Think of that, but you're smoking a joint and then you get the because you're just fucking ripped all of a sudden. It'll do that to you. That's one where I work with some pretty experienced smokers, you could say. And that one's chased people off, like going through the third joint kind of thing, where it's okay, I'm done.
So this is an interesting one. So you know that is kind of what I'm hoping, Art Man. I'm actually hoping that it's in a 1-to-1 or it's in a higher CBD CBG type strain. I've been wanting to work some of that Harlequin or some of a good high CBD strain into something like the Black Forest, even the BAM, possibly actually the Luna might be a really good recipient. But to make something that's more on that high CBD, or let's call it just CB, because I want to see if we can get a realm of them. I want the CBG. I want, you know, if I get some, also THCV is one. Anyway, and I think that's something, THCV, yeah, I think is what I said. But I think that's something that's actually in the Golden Goat. Anyway, it's something that I need to do a little more research in. And when I test more of these plants, I have that Harlequin to test. I have some other 1-to-1s in here I didn't get to this year. I'm kind of kicking myself for, but with the project coming up, that just might be what happens. They get popped for that project. I look through them, and they look to be the recipients for the next project. That has been a passion project for me to really make a very high cannabinoid all over the place, man. I don't want it to be fucking high here, high here. I want that shit everywhere. Fucking levels. I want it flat with a fucking ton of them in. I want all the CDs, I want all the THs. Give me them. So we'll see. We shall see. But I got to get through this this F3 project first. Sure.
Yeah.
So, but hopefully that mail outside is gonna be a real fucking shower. Because it's so I can do a good pollen collection this year, and even if I don't find my female that I'm really fucking want this round, I'll have that pollen for and I can keep it good enough for one more round so I could hit the next round if it shows up possibly. You know, I could do a little bit of storage for long term and see about you know, hitting future rounds. If at least I pulled the male this round, that would be cool. So we'll see. We'll see. We need to start getting some photos and getting all the details and shit all put in my tent tracker too, so that I can have all this tracked down. Because I've not been doing good about that, and every time I kick myself because I have the resources, I need to fucking open them and use them. They're super mobile. They do everything I need them to do. So, but yeah,
When you can find certain strains that'll stop your ailments and you know it. And it's just you start to recognize those terps, and every time you smell them, you're like, "Yep, get that into me."
yep, yeah. That's the thing, man. Is just smelling them, and you're like, ooh, yeah, I want that.
You know,
That. Yeah. That's that fucking pine sauce. Man, I had a candy actually the other day that super reminded me of the fucking Black Forest. So there's this. It's definitely this fucking lemon candy cleaner, funky pine. That love it. I smell it and it makes me go, man, I wish I could fucking smoke that. So I know that's that terp that fucking hits me, and I go, man, I know that's my one. Like you said, you smell it. That's it.
oh, excuse me. Yeah, I miss having my outdoor garden this year. It's like, goddamn, got no big garden to go tend to. But oh well, it's also nice having the free time, not having to worry about it. Back in the grow on the indoor, so that's good enough, keeping me going.
DJS, do you have some cool some cool one-to-one shit? I'm trying to kind of go through chat here to see. Fucking hit me up if you got some cool one-to-one stuff. I'd love to fucking go through it. I'll trade you some of my beans. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I heard him say something about having a Hindu Kush that he was working at a 1-to-1.
Yeah, I'm about that fucking life. That's where I ultimately, like I said, fucking high cannabinoids all over the fucking spectrum is what I really want. So
Well, fellas, I'm looking at the time. We're into overtime. So what do you figure? About time to start shutting her down?
yeah, we can get the fuck up out of here. Hey.
Fortunately, I've got a busy day of sitting in front of a computer doing fucking work class stuff that I really
Bill?
But if I don't do it here over my computer, then I got to travel 2 hours, sit in a classroom all day long, and then travel 2 hours back. And that's, to me, is much, much worse.
Yeah. But on that, man, I hope you have fun with that. But
yeah,
to everybody out there, man, on your way out the door, do us a favor, hit the thumbs up for us, man. Do the whole like, subscribe, tell your friends, all that. Fucking post it to social media. We have ways for you guys to help support us. If you want to fucking give a look in the comments below, you can do that and help support us.
Shout out to all our Patreon supporters.
Yeah, man. So shout out, yeah, definitely shout out to the Patreon supporters, and you guys help us do these giveaways, keep this show fucking running, so that it is what it is. So shout out to all you guys, and if anybody, like I said, links are down there if you want to look. Go ahead, and thanks for everybody who shows up. We always have an awesome vibe in chat. People are cool, always super helpful. So thank you to everybody out there in chat. You guys fucking rock. You're why we're here. Fuck it.
I love to see all the new faces that we see. We see in the last probably month and a half, 2 months, basically since summer started. Usually you'd think it'd be the other way around. Less people for summer, as they're doing summer vacation type shit. But it seems like we seem to get more people in hanging out with us. It's very cool to see, and we appreciate all of it.
Absolutely.
With that, I think we're just gonna do what we do, and bless your soul. It's just a little teeny tiny bit of rock and roll, then we're gonna get the fuck out.
Thanks, J5.
Also, Fluff likes dick pics. Send them lots.
Oh
You can find his IG in the Discord.
no!
Take me down to the graveyard. Show me a resting place. Take this worry away from me. My final bed to lay. I need asylum. Imprisoned. Forgotten and buried. Forgotten and buried.
Long live calamari.
The future. 'Cause I've been wrong before. Yeah, yeah. Heaven never warned you of the joys of hell. The world can get so manic. Silence sits so well. I need asylum. In prison. Forgotten and married. Forgotten and married. Like you're so nervous thinking about the future. 'Cause I've been wrong before. Built myself a coffin and I dug myself a hole. The pain I had buried me. The youth that want me turned me cold. I need asylum. In prison. Forgotten and buried. Forgotten and buried. Well, I get so nervous thinking about the future. 'Cause I've been wrong before. Well, I get so nervous thinking about the future. 'Cause I've been wrong before. Well, I get so nervous thinking about the future. I've been wrong before. Yeah, 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 yeah. I've been so wrong. I've been so wrong. I've been so wrong. I've been so wrong. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, but is that even a real thing though, Colton? Because like I've seen the pictures and shit like that, but like, has anybody ever actually met anyone that has the blue waffle? We've all met people with the clap, herpes, syphilis, fuck chlamydia, gonorrhea, AIDS, you name it. I ain't never met anybody that'll at least willingly admit to having currently or had the blue waffle. I wonder if it's like Photoshop type shit. It's disgusting. The pictures are disgusting. This is true. But yeah, Fluff likes that stuff.
No, he does not.
What's your thoughts? Is it real? Is it a thing or no?
Yeah, I'm hitting the fucking red button.